Welcome to the Game of Risk, everyone. I'm your host, OliveXC, a top player at this game, and today we're doing Tutor Tuesday, where I review a subscriber game and help them and you, the viewer, get better at the Game of Risk. Today's games come from Gleeful Gamer, a top player who got a very deep run in the Risk Free-for-All tournament. We are doing a 4-player progressive game, and as we can see, this is true random, baby. We haven't done true random in a while, so I thought it would be a good little lesson and reminder for all of you about how to handle these crazy true random type games. The first thing that you want to be keeping in mind with true random is that you want to minimize your risk of loss as much as possible. The closest thing you can get to a 100% roll is doing a 6v1. You want to try to avoid attacking 2s and 3s as much as possible, because you may be losing 8, 10, or even more troops on an attack if you are to get unlucky. While you can get very favorable rolls, you also get very unfavorable rolls, and that risk of variance is something that you have to manage. I love what the red player did taking over Australia on turn 1. They are now in a really, really good spot. The green player looks like they're going for South America, although that's going to be very hard to get. But if they're trying to spread out, I do like their move because they're naturally kind of defended and red can't eliminate them. Unfortunately, though, the orange player is kind of insane, you guys. And we can see they are going all in on the attack right now. There's no reason to be doing a 7v8 like that, because the orange player would just lose many troops. It was actually in their benefit to stay up there in the corner because green was protecting them. That means only green can eliminate them from the game. Pink, by the way, our protagonist. This was a big mistake right here. Two mistakes, people. One, because you were doing a roll in true random, that was only about an 84-ish% chance for success, so you had a chance of failure and losing 7 troops on a turn, which is huge. And then secondly, even if you were to succeed, you still have to wait a little bit longer to get North America. It can easily be broken by another player. And then finally, you're not even getting a card right here. And because you're not even getting the card, that's just going to hurt you in case you don't have a set until 5 and other people start trading in and doing stuff, especially if the game gets later. But we'll see if our protagonist can recover. He has a bad start, but it doesn't mean that he can't come back. Oh my gosh, and now we're seeing another huge attack by orange. They are absolutely wild right now. And now because the red player's been getting hit a lot, even though they own the continent, they are kind of falling far behind. If I was red, I would have considered leaving everything in Alaska on their first move, because you, the pink player, would be disincentivized to hit it. Although given how crazy people have been hitting this game, I understand them just giving up the position. You now focus on grouping all of your troops together, which I kind of like. You want to try to have 2 positions, a North America position and probably a Europe position. I would expect you to eventually be losing this 4 right here. There's not much that you can do. Maybe on your next turn, you can just do a 4v1 and try to get the remaining value that you can out of Argentina. Because again, or maybe what you could do is your 4 can come outwards in South America and attack North Africa and then group them upwards here. I would like that play because there's the most likely way that you'll be able to save troops. I would not like you taking over North America, because it'd be very easy for another player to break you. But I wonder if orange is going to be crazy attacking again, and yeah. Yeah, they just attacked Africa like crazy, and well, there goes my entire plan to have you move your 4 out of the way. Orange has no sense of understanding of risk as it relates to true random. They attack anything and everything haphazardly. And all players right now are pretty low on overall troop count. So you take a risk right here, doing the 7v2. It thankfully does pan out, but I don't think you'll be able to hold North America, and you've lost so many troops. You could have had an extra 4 to 5 troops without the continent, and think you would have been better here as a result. Green, all they need to do is place everything probably down here. Not even everything here. They just leave some troops here to spread out. Attack outwards twice into Central America and just stay there. You're not going to retaliate into them. You don't have even a way to retaliate into them. But now that you have all of these extra troops, or sorry, these extra territories, I don't think anyone's going to be breaking you. Red does not have the ability to break you, right? Because they're not connected to you at all. In the orange player's case, it's not good from a diplomacy perspective. They would have to leave everything on their Brazil region and then attack upwards into Central America. But if you were like a new or bad player, you could then just put everything like on the 7 and break their Africa for retaliation, which is probably what they're considering more from a fixed perspective and continent-based perspective of this game. So I don't think the orange player will be breaking you either. This is really a mistake of the green player. So while it was nice that overall you were able to get North America this game, I feel it's though you got it because of the mistakes of other players rather than like you recognizing the opportunity like of your play. It's always important to remember that you should try to make like the best move possible and not always relying on your opponent's mistakes. Because when you're competing in Grandmaster tournaments or other high-level tournaments and you start getting deep and you play top players, you have to know how to capitalize against them. But hooray, you get North America! I love it! And now you make 2 attacks. I don't mind this here because you're kind of grouping everything together and preserving your overall troop count. And you're super safe on your borders and you're not attacking anything. I like you defending the Central America to make it less likely that you will be attacked overall. And you do have the set on 4, which is nice. With the extra troops on the Western United States, you're going to get those extra troop bonuses right there, which I really like to see. And now we see an incredible move by the red player. Notice how they have their 7 right here in the China territory, and they're even putting some extra troops there. This is creating a kill guard on the green player and the orange player. The green player could still eliminate orange. Orange could eliminate green, but this is actually going to make it harder on you because now you have no line to take out anyone. And since you're so far away from red, it'll be hard to take them out. And oh no, you guys. This orange player, he's absolutely insane. Oh my goodness, you guys. He just completely imploded in attacking the green player, potentially ruining both of their games. Absolutely insane. Absolutely freaking insane right there. From the green player's case, taking over South America, kind of may put like a target on their back. If I was the green player, well, normally the best thing to do is to leave your troops open and available to attack, since I have no idea how you would be reacting, potentially attacking you. In this case, orange has proven to be crazy before. This is a rare situation. I would have left my troops on Peru, just to try to preserve it, because if I got attacked right here from the orange player, the game would have been done for me. In this case, there's nothing that green can do. They're on 14 troops. You are on 40 troops. I feel bad for the green player, but this is what happens to do with crazy players. You have to know to play against them. In this case, I don't even mind green hitting them because they know that their game is done, and they're just trying to make it as hard as possible on orange. And so that if they can't win, they're going to make sure that orange doesn't win either. But oh no, you guys. Oh, red's even trading in. Wow. So red's honestly been playing, I think, an okay-ish game so far. But there's no reason for them. Well, I guess they had to trade in because they were on 5. But are you kidding me? They just lost 14 on the 5. That is such a bad move attacking that. There was no reason to attack it. All of their extra troops gained have been lost. I think what they're trying to do is trying to hold Asia with the 2-point guard right here. But they're not going to be able to do that. They're going to get broken. And now they lost their kill guard on the other players. It would have been much harder for you to have eliminated red or the other players this game. And guys, this game is absolutely insane right here. In any case, though, it looks like orange and green are just going at it to the end of time, destroying each other till the very end. So you're going to be able to clean up at this point. You just have so many troops, the biggest set. It is just about over right here. And I like how you're taking the extra troops on the Central America. You leave everything here, and this is a mistake right here. That I think the second mistake you've made this game. If you had placed everything down on the 17, you would have been able to path outwards and taken over the map. Instead, all of your extra troops are going to be kind of stuck here and lost and unable to eliminate the other red player. If you had instead left the troops outwards, I think you would have had a little more chance. But now you get an extra 2 cards right here. No trade-in. What I would do right here is immediately end the turn and move to the 17 into the Middle East to have a really nice 2-point guard. But instead, you hit the red player as hard as possible. I mean, at this point, you're so far ahead anyway. But if the red player has a set on 3, because again, it's true random, you have no idea what can happen if they decide to hit you. In this case, you do a 26v17 and... What the flip? Was that a freaking losing 3 on a 17? Well, guys, that's what happens in true random type games. Sometimes you have the craziest luck, and sometimes you have the worst luck ever. This is why I would have put like the guard up here, rather than trying to force the situation for myself. Like, ultimately, this mistake wasn't like the biggest deal because, again, you were relying on the mistakes of orange and green, and you were capitalizing on their mistakes in order to get a significant advantage for yourself in the game. But it's always important to remember that you can't always rely on the opponent's mistakes. You want to make the best mechanical decisions possible for yourself when you can in order to get a decisive advantage. The red player has done a good job attacking as much as possible, taking full advantage of their good luck. But now you're going to get a double trade in a row because you have the wild card. So all you need to do is attack as much as possible. And while you're getting a couple bad rolls, losing 2s, attacking your 1s, you're attacking nice in a straight line, and the red player will not be able to catch up. You just have to move the 9 downwards, which you do. And now the red player is doing one last Hail Mary play. Can they survive long enough to get the set? Let's find out. They do mess up pathing, by the way. The better move would be from the Middle East to attack upwards, then downwards, and then going in. They had a small chance to break all of the continents right here. But now you're getting 14 troops a turn. The balance of the game has been broken in your perspective, and you can take this game right here. Let's see if you're able to clean up or the true random dice gods really hate you. In any case, though, guys, if you are enjoying this content, please consider subscribing and following me on Twitch. And thank you to Gleeful Gamer for allowing me to show their game for you all today. But good game to all of the players. This is OliveXC signing off.